Scorpio, hello. How are you doing? It is now time for your October 2022 main monthly reading. So happy early birthday to my Scorpios. I forgot to say happy birthday, Libras. Anyway, if you would like to find the information on how to go about scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description of this video. And yes, the mini readings are still on there. And so far, my schedule is looking pretty clear, so they will more than likely be up for the remainder of October. After that, I don't know. I'll let you know if anything changes. My schedule is looking pretty clear so far, so. All right, let's hop into this. First thing I want to look at is the details on the newest person coming in. Let's get the details on the next person coming into Scorpio's life. Details on the next person coming in. What's the energy look like? What are their intentions? You know, all that good stuff. Let's see. Ooh, the Justice. Could be a Libra for some of you. Hang on. All right, there we go. Four Swords reversed. Woo! Lover's card, though. And the Eight of Cups. Looks to me like this is a connection that is so intense that somebody is going to get scared and think about walking away. Oh, you got an intense one coming in. Oh, it's an intense one, boy. And that's what usually happens. Usually when this card comes up, what's one of the first things I'll tell you? You want to have your head on straight. Because these are those connections that make you rethink your whole life. I know you had it at least once. If you haven't, you will. And no, it's not every connection. You know, not every connection is this intense. But you know those ones that get you questioning your whole life, get you questioning your identity. You're questioning who you are, you know, because it's so intense. It's captivating, and somebody, I can't tell who, is very intimidated by the intensity of this connection and is thinking about walking away. Okay, Queen of Cups, you're falling for this person hard, man. Hard. I can't figure out if this is you or them. Hang on, let's go ahead and look at this person's intentions. Let's see how they feel about this. Let's see how they feel about this. There's that Justice again. Could definitely be a Libra for some of you. Let's just see how this person truly feels about this, though. Oh, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they're wanting to ignore it too. So I see both of you. No, you know what? Hang on. Yeah, this person wasn't ready for a connection this intense. They weren't ready for it. They're afraid of abandonment. I think it's them that's contemplating walking away. Yeah. There it is again. Second time in a row, Lover's card. This is incredibly intense. See? And there's that Eight of Cups. Okay, so it's them. It's not you. All right. Same two cards that came out in the last spread. Lover's card, Eight of Cups. So I think this person, you caught them in the middle of a very rough transition in their life. You know, I don't think they were ready for a connection this intense. Because the first thing that comes to their mind is, if I allow myself to fall in love with you, that gives you the power to completely destroy me if you want to. Do I want to take that chance, or do I want to walk away from this now and just avoid possible heartbreak? You know, because they feel this connection very intensely. So do you. Both of you do. Scares them a little bit, though. Okay. I can't think of any way to word that any better without just going in circles and repeating myself. So I guess let's just jump straight to the outcome for October. What's the outcome for October? What's the outcome for October? 10 of Cups reversed. Are you abandoning this? Hang on. I ain't going to speak on that yet. All right. 6 of Cups reversed. 2 of Cups reversed. Ace of Wands reversed. So this is taken off very slowly. I'm really feeling like it's them. This person's throwing their guard up because they were burned very badly in the past. And they're afraid you're going to do them the exact same as the past person did. So this isn't taking lift off very fast because this person's not being cooperative with the connection. They're not cooperating with it. King of Cups reversed. Okay. It's almost like they're wanting to run from it. I don't see the two of you separating. That's the thing. I don't see a separation. I just don't see cooperation here. We got to get the advice, man, because it looks like this is a good connection could get thrown out the window, all out of fear. All out of fear. What's the advice? What's the best advice for the next person coming in for Scorpio? 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Just don't try too hard. Don't try too hard. See, when something is meant to be, it will be. You won't have to chase after it. You won't have to try to reason with it. You won't have to try to bargain with it. You won't have to try to figure it out. Lover's card again. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to maintain a healthy, energetic distance. Okay? Don't cling to them. Don't get possessive and try to wrap a leash around their neck. That's going to make them want to run. Okay? This is the hardest thing in the world to do. I'm not saying that it's easy. Oh no, I'm not saying that it's easy. But this is what has to be done. I'm going to release you, and I'm going to take a step back and let you do what you want. Okay? If you do that, they're much more likely to stick around. Much more likely. But if you try to wrap a leash around their neck and try to cling to them, that's going to make them want to run. See what I'm saying? Don't try too hard. Release, step back and say, I don't want you to leave. I really don't, but I'm not going to stop you. If that's really what you want to do, there's the door. They won't. They won't. No, they won't. If you have the strength to do that, because it's not easy, they ain't going nowhere. No, they ain't going nowhere. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, now let's take a look at the current person. Current person. If you're not experiencing any issues or problems with somebody who's currently a part of your life, then this here is not for you. Current person. Let's take a look here. What's the issue? What's going wrong? 5 of Wands. Y'all just straight up don't see eye to eye at all, do you? Okay, hang on. Oop, oop. The World card. Ace of Cups reversed. Devil card. So it could be a Capricorn for some of you. Lover's card again. Oh, man. This y'all's favorite card today, isn't it? Well, that can be a blessing or a curse. Okay? Because again, what did I say just a minute ago? These connections. Now, in actuality, is there a connection that's better or worse than another? No. Absolutely not. This right here just indicates how strongly it's felt and experienced in human form. Okay? Not easy connections to walk away from. No. You know, and some people get cocky. I've seen it happen to people, man. They get real cocky. Oh, yeah, on to the next, and yada, yada. Forget about this one. and then bounce to that person. Ah, okay, I'm not feeling you. On to the next, and bounce and bounce, and then you get one of these though. So you can get real cocky. You think, oh, I got to. Can't nobody make their way in here. Bullshit. This one can. It sure can. And again, but when this shit starts happening, it gets really, 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 really hard to walk away. That's when it starts turning toxic. You know? It's like we're stuck in this toxic loop-de-loop cycle. It's a toxic cycle of the same arguments just looping around and around and around in a circle. And it's starting to turn toxic. And I can't walk away from this. Can't walk away from this. So you feel like you're wasting your time, like you're just looping around in a circle. Nothing is changing, nothing's evolving. We just keep looping around, same thing, same thing, same thing. But I can't walk away. Could be a Gemini, by the way. Who do I have here? I got Gemini, Capricorn, Cancer. Gemini, Capricorn, and Cancer. Okay. If those signs ring a bell, cool. If not, don't worry about it. All right. Well, let's see how this person feels about it. Let's see how the current person is feeling about this connection. How do they see you? How do they feel about you? What do they want? Do they want to work this out, or do they want to just leave? Now, they don't want to move on from this. They really don't. They really don't. But again, same thing, dude. See, they're overthinking the hell out of this. They want to. This is a battle of control, isn't it? Is this a battle of control? So I kind of feel like y'all might be doing the same thing to each other. You know, they don't want to move on from this, but they want you to be the one that makes all the changes. Oh no, I'm not doing anything wrong. You're the one that needs to change. That whole thing. And that's what creates a cycle. Loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop-de. And then once you get stuck in that cycle, it's chicken or the egg, you know, which came first. We can just point fingers about that all day long. And the Seven of Cups. I think this person is starting to think about exploring other options. I don't see the Seven of Swords here, so I don't think they have been exploring other options, but they're thinking about it. They're contemplating it, okay? Okie dokie. Ooh. King of Swords. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So they really don't feel like your all cycle is complete. They don't want to move on from this, but they don't want to make any changes either. Who wants to make changes, man? Nobody. Nobody wants to change. If it was that easy to change, everybody would improve their life overnight. It's hard, man. Making changes is hard, and I don't want to change who I am. This is who I've been my whole life. I don't want to change it. Why would I do that? You need to change, right? Sorry. What's the outcome then? What's the outcome? Will you stay or will you go? Ten of Swords reversed. So I don't see you throwing in the white towel. I don't see you throwing in the white towel. Page of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Okay, so no, I don't see separation happening. But I think you're planning. I do feel like you are planning a getaway. That's what I'm feeling like here. I don't see you executing that, but I do see you planning it. You know, you're writing out the blueprint in your mind of the escape plan. But no, I'm not seeing that happening throughout October. I'm really not. I'm really not. So more than likely, things are pretty much going to stay the same throughout October if you just don't make any kind of changes. Okay, what's the advice? What is the advice? Communication. Communication. You know, one thing that I found helps too, because like I said, here's the thing. It takes two people to work on it. But how do we get to a point where we're both agreeing to work on ourselves? How do we do that? Well, the first thing I have to do, see, if I just come at you pointing fingers at you, you, naturally that's going to trigger your defenses. And you're going to get defensive and you're going to fight me, right? No matter how right I am. You know, I could have all the evidence. I could have Jesus Christ standing next to me, backing me up. You'll still fight me, right? So that's not the right way to approach the situation. What I need to do is first offer up some changes I'm willing to make. I need to point out some things that I need to work on, because you do have things you need to work on. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care if you're an Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what your sexuality is, what your religious beliefs are, your political preferences. Doesn't matter. None of that horse shit matters. If you're a human and you walk on two legs, you got shit you need to work on, okay? So, one of the things that I've found is the best way to find common ground. If I want to introduce this idea to you, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up something that I need to work on, okay? That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to let you know that I'm connecting with you. I'm not coming at you to attack you. I genuinely want to figure out the solution to this problem. The solution to this problem is we have to work on ourselves, okay? So the best way to start that process is for me to be the bigger person and go first. See what I'm saying? Watch. If you do that, and it's a pretty big pill to swallow, dude. It is. Especially when you didn't do anything wrong. But if you can manage to swallow that pill and go first, 90 to 95% of the time, that will inspire them to do the same. Try it. Don't end this just yet. Don't end this just yet. Just try it. Yo, we got some work we need to do. Use inclusive language. Not you, we. We got work we need to do. You know? And I don't want this to come to an end. I want to work on this. I want to work on this. Watch, I'll go first. I'll go first. Let me think of one thing that I could improve that will help our connection, and I'm going to start working on it. Okay? And I'm not just going to say I'm working on it. You're going to see me working on it. You're going to see me putting forth work and effort to make changes. 90% of the time, if they see that, they'll do the same. Promise you. Promise you. Okay. Past person. Past person. Past person. Bum, 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 bum. Let's look at the energy supporting reconciliation between Scorpio and the person from the past. If you're not interested in or inquiring about reconciling with a past person, this probably is not going to resonate for you. Six of Swords reversed. So you're having a very hard time not thinking about this person. This is more than likely on your mind all day. From the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed, you're thinking about this person. Six of Wands, though. Okay. Two of Wands. So there's definitely unfinished business between the two of you. Definitely unfinished business. Some of you are very strongly suspecting this person was using you. Now, I don't know if they were, but I do see the energy of suspecting it. Okay. Both of you are at a bit of a crossroads here. Here's the thing. Is there potential for success here? Yes, there is. Okay. However, if we go back and try to do it again with the same energy present that was present when we separated, you will experience a repeat cycle. Okay? High Priestess. You're at a crossroads here. There is an open door of opportunity. First of all, I feel like you're giving this person the silent treatment anyway. I feel like that's you. It could be them, but that feels kind of like you giving them the silent treatment. Four. And actually, I think y'all are both doing it to each other, honestly. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. I think y'all are both giving each other the silent treatment. King of Pentacles reversed. Well, I can't stand the damn Crossroads card because that makes it so hard to really, really read a default timeline, you know? Because the default timeline split off. So it's like there's not one timeline written in stone, you know? And there's never a timeline written in stone anyway, but you know what I'm saying. Whenever you have a timeline going this way, there's usually a timeline that's highlighted in my head. That's what I see when I'm reading. I'll see a timeline that's highlighted, you know? But when that highlighted timeline splits off, it's like, well, which path are you going to take, you know? Let's see how this person feels about it. How's the past person feel about Scorpio? How is the past person feeling about Scorpio, universe? How's the past person feeling about Scorpio? Fool card. Hang on. Oh, Five of Swords. Okay. So this person thinks that you are codependent. I don't know why. I'm not saying you are. Okay. So yeah, remember, whenever I read how a person feels, that doesn't mean that facts are going to come through. Okay. But this person feels like you are codependent. Basically, that means they feel like you were putting your emotional state onto them as their responsibility. Were you? I don't know. But what I do feel like here, you have the Empress upright and the Emperor in the reverse. So whoever resonates more with masculine energy is more than likely the problem here. Okay? I'm not saying man, I'm saying masculine energy. Okay? So, whoever is the masculine is more than likely the one screwing this up. Could be an Aries or a Taurus for some of you. I think this person does have a lot of things that they want to say to you, but right now, they are more concerned with putting on a show for you. I do think they check up on you from time to time. Oh, they still feel a hell of a connection. What is with the Lovers card? Good Lord, I've never seen the Lovers card come out in one reading so many times than this reading today. Dude, man. So they could be trying to impress you from a distance with the Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, you know, hoping like hell that you're watching their social media. Because I'm thinking that every other thing that they put on social media is just for you to see. Hoping that you'll think, damn, man, I'm missing out on something good. And they're hoping that you come running and chasing after them. Death card reversed, yeah, see? They're wanting you to come chasing after them. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yes, they feel the connection too. Yes, they do. One of the things that because I used to have that same question, man. Matter of fact, that's what brought me to the tarot. Does this person feel this connection too? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Most of the and I can't say every time. It's not 100% of the time. But a good 80 to 90% of the time, when somebody is living in your head like that, it's a very good chance you're living in theirs too. Very good chance. Again, not every time. There are exceptions. There are definitely exceptions. But the overwhelming majority of the time, you got somebody living rent-free in your head, you're living in theirs too. It's one of the things I've learned in my career here. All right, well, let's see. Will there be any communication, actions, or outcome here? Any communication, actions, or outcome? Temperance. I see waiting. Patiently, patiently, patiently waiting. And the intention I'm putting into this whenever I look for the outcome is if you just step back and wait, is anything going to happen? Ace of Wands reversed. No, not on its own. Not on its own. I don't think so. No. more than likely not, if you just step back and wait for this person to come back around, I don't see them making a move. What's the advice? Would it be a good idea for Scorpio to initiate communication or at least make some kind of move? What's the advice here? Ooh, the Knight of Cups. So it's definitely going to have to be you. Yeah, if you do want communication between you and this person, it is going to have to be you that does it. Okay? Some of you are just entirely too proud for that, and that's okay. That's okay. But take it slow too, because the two of you need to come together and balance each other out. You know what you see most of the time? When you see two people attempting reconciliation, dude, 9 times out of 10, you see both people coming back together with the same energetic vibration as when they separated. All right? How many times have you seen that happen? Maybe you've done it before. I know I have. Come back to try to get back with somebody and just pick it up right where we left off. The same energy that manifested the separation, I'm bringing back to try to reconcile. And that creates a repeat cycle. Okay? Let's go ahead and get the advice. Oh, that was the advice. Hang on. Let's get a little bit more advice. Hold up. 6 of Pentacles. There has to be equal give and take. Equal give and take. Okay? That, I think, between the two of you, that's the number one. If there's not equal give and take. And that's the thing. See, you can't be the one doing it all. You can't be the one doing it all. If you put forth some effort and you take a step back and that effort is not reciprocated, then leave it. Drop it. Don't try too hard. Don't try to force it. Don't try to fight it. We need to come to some kind of common ground. Some kind of common ground. We got to talk about this in a way to where we can both come together and see eye to eye and both of us work on this. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to take some patience, and you have to get to a point to where the two of you can balance each other out. If not, then the healing journey is going to be very important for you. Very, very important, because there is potential for something long-term between the two of you. There is potential, okay, but we can't be coming back with demands. We can't be coming back with the same energy that was there when we separated. Okay, we have to, like, whatever that was that separated the two of you, we got to work through that. We have to work through that first. First, man, first and foremost. And then we got to leave the past in the past. That's another thing that destroys reconciliations. The past gets brought up, right? Two people come back together, and it may look good for a week, but it's only a matter of time. Just a matter of time before that issue that separated the two of you the first time to bubble back up to the surface. And if we don't work through it like mature adults, guess what happens? Same fucking thing that happened last time. It's not impossible for reconciliation to be successful. It's just really hard to get both people to work on it. It's really hard. Really hard. I personally have never witnessed it. Not romantically. I think, like, you're much more likely to reconcile successfully with, like, a family member or a friend, maybe. But with romance, I've never witnessed it. That doesn't mean that it can't happen. Doesn't mean it's never happened. I'm sure some of you may have seen it happen before. I personally have never witnessed that happen. I've never witnessed two people come together, separate, then come back together, pick up where they left off, and become successful. I've never seen it happen. Again, I'm not saying it has never happened. I'm sure it has. I've never witnessed it, though, because that takes a level of work and dedication that both people have to have. Both of them. Not just one, not just the other, not just the person who did wrong. If you don't have two people willing to become different people, it's not going to work. Ain't going to work. Ain't going to work. It will not. All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I am eternally grateful for every ounce of love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me day in and day out every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find the information on how to schedule a personal reading. I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.